Lieber Manuel, më lejoni vetëm dy fjali të drejtojmë direkt. Ich freue mich sehr, dass du dieses Mal in Kosova für etwas länger gekommen bist. Du warst ja schon hier mit der Bundesaußenministerin und ich wünsche, dass du hier gute Gespräche hattest und dass du noch stärker für den Einsatz in dieser Region kämpfst, als du es ohnehin immer schon getan hast. Nderuar zonja dhe zotrinj, ndihem shumë e nderuar të kem mysafir në Ministrinë e Punëve të Jashtme dhe Diasporës zonin Manuel Sarrazin. Manuel Sarrazin është i dërguari special i qeverisë gjermane për Ballkanin Perëndimor, po përtej kësaj zoti Sarrazin është një njohës i vjetër i temave të Ballkanit, është një njohës dhe përkrahës i vjetër i zhvillimit në Kosovë, i demokratizimit të Kosovës, i progreseve të këtij vendi dhe prandaj është kënaqësi e veçantë që qeveria gjermane e ka caktuar si emisar të posaçëm. Biseduam sot gjatë bisedës një orëshe për shumë prej temave të cilat lidhin Gjermaninë dhe Kosovën, për shumë prej temave dhe sfidave të rajonit, por edhe rreth gjendjes së përgjithshme gjeopolitike në botë dhe pikpyetjeve të mëdha që janë shtruar për shkak të luftës që Rusia po bën kundër fqinjit të saj Ukrainës. Ne jemi shumë mirënjohës për përkrahjen e vazhdueshme dhe të jashtëzakonshme të qeverive, të gjitha qeverive gjermane dhe në Kosovës. Jemi të kënaqur jashtëzakonisht që edhe qeveria e re, kancelari i ri në takimin me kryeministrin para disa ditësh shprehu dhe përsëriti edhe një herë që pozicioni gjerman do të jetë edhe më aktiv se sa gjatë muajve të kaluar lidhur me sfidat rajonale në Ballkanin Perëndimor. Procesi i Berlinit është një proces shumë i rëndësishëm i integrimeve rajonale, tregu i përbashkët rajonal po ashtu, prandaj kam kënaqësinë e veçantë që të dëgjoj përsëri që Gjermania do të jetë shumë, do ta theksoj edhe më tepër angazhimin e saj rreth këtyre proceseve. Për të mos e zgjatur më shumë me temat tona, do t'ja kisha kaluar fjalën zotit Sarrazin.
Ja, Fallimenterit. Es ist schon etwas Besonderes, sozusagen auf Deutsch auch angesprochen zu werden, but now I will switch to English. I think this is the best for the media representatives, if I see it right. So first, thanks for being in Kosovo. Actually, you know, my usual joke is that I'm saying in every country that it's my preferred country of the 6 I'm handling, but some people say that with Kosovo it might be the truth. You know, it's in the way that first time I came to Kosovo, I think it was 2016 or 2017, so actually it was the last of the 6 countries where I started regularly traveling on. And I heard some stories about, you know, negative stories in Germany about Kosovo, and I came here and from the first moment I felt well. And this is the best, I mean, if you're coming to a place and you like to be there, and actually, you know, perhaps if I were living on the Western Balkans, perhaps I would decide in favor of Kosovo, or one of the other 5. But in general, perhaps to be clear on like what's driving German government in creating this post and what's driving me in having the honor and serving on this post. This government already before the war or the extension of the war, of the big invasion of the Russians in Ukraine, decided that Western Balkans will be one of the key priorities of our common foreign and European policy. And this was a clear agreement also in the coalition treaty, where I had the honor of being one of the negotiators, also handling the Western Balkans on there. And it is quite clear for the German government that we need Germany for being clear in facilitating EU accession of these 6 states. And this is actually my mandate, facilitating your accession process towards the European Union and promoting green agenda. And to make this also clear, you know, for me personally, it's really, it's beautiful. You know, last week we had the visits of your Prime Minister and the Serbian President in Berlin, and then our Chancellor is standing there, and you can feel his personal commitment to the full-fledged membership of all 6 Western Balkan states. And the clarity, the strategic and heartful clarity that this is the option and this is the perspective which has to be reliable if we want this region to develop, but also if we want European Union to be successful. And the clear statement that we will re-incinerate Berlin process with this scope is, I think, a clear, good news for the region. And of course, only commitments by Germany doesn't bring success immediately, but it's one important step towards it. So this is perhaps the most important starting point. Bilaterally, you know that our relationship is very, very good. Germany is really engaged in Kosovo. We have huge people-to-people contact, but not only, we are having big investment. Also in the green agenda, we are talking about climate aims with you, and we're having there some exclusive partnership also between our ministries. And I think that we will try to even deepen this relationship. But we know that in this region we are having quite difficult situation regarding strategic decisions. We are having the North Macedonia-Bulgaria question coming up. We really need urgently the visa liberalization for Kosovo, not only as a signal to Kosovars that you are equal and we deliver if you deliver, but also actually to the region. And I mean, it's funny to say, but all neighboring states pledge, please do visa liberalization with Kosovo as a signal that we can still believe in EU enlargement. And when I say all neighboring states, you know what is so fascinating about that. So we are trying our best to be helpful in this process. Germany is clear in these positionings, and you can trust on our solidarity.
Nëse ka dikush pyetje prej mediave, nëse keni për ju lutem në gjuhën angleze.
Okay, Mr. Sarrazi, can you tell us, is Germany going to lobbying to the countries who is still skeptic about integration of Kosovo in Council of Europe? And when you tell that Kosovo needs visa liberalization, how is going to be the role of Germany in that process?
So it's clear that if visa liberalization is put on a topical list in the decisive European committees in Brussels, that we will vote in favor. And you can trust on this. This is what we can do. This is the German vote for in favor. And also we talk to our partners that we think everything, the criteria are met. We follow the position of the Commission and try to be convincing in our arguments why it is fair and necessary to do it. But of course, it's not in the way that, I mean, we decide about this alone. So the rest of the question you have to pose to others than me. I can only talk for the German government and not for other countries in the region. Regarding Council of Europe, the application has been brought over by Donica yesterday to Strasbourg. Germany is recognizing Kosovo as an independent state. So of course, we are really wanting Kosovo to become member of all institutions where it's possible, and we are in favor of this application. We will support it within our capacities, and also we will do what is all ever in our might to be helpful in this process, and we will coordinate with you in this. So this is the way to go. Yeah. Whatever we can do to be helpful, and if we are convinced that it is helpful, we will do to be helpful there.
Faleminderit shumë. Nëse s'kemi tjera pyetje, ju falenderojmë shumë për kohën.